J.O.A.T.D. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cool looking bench out of an old pallet I found on the side of the road. Free wood. Alright guys, so I got this pallet all chopped up, took it apart. I've already cut this pallet into pieces. I'm going to tell you something, it's very hard to take a pallet apart, so be ready for some work. Basically all I did was I took all the planks off the top, which are the smaller ones, and I cut all of these planks here into 15.5 inches. So each one of these are 15.5 inches. Right now it depends on how your wood looks, and it depends on what size your wood is. See, I have smaller ones here, and then I have two big ones here. That's because I ran out of the small ones, so I had to improvise. So if you look here, you can see all the small ones here, two big ones, the rest of them are small. I tried to do like a little design, light, dark, dark, two light ones, and then so on, back the opposite way. I tried as best as I can do. So basically what you're going to do is, inside the pallet, you're going to have these support beams. These are the support beams here. So you got to cut those out too. Once you get those out, it's basically a 2x4 with a little groove cut in it for the forklift to go under. Now I like this part here with having this area right here, because when I pick up the bench, I can just grab the bench from right here. So you can either use new wood or you can use pallet wood. I like free wood. So like I was saying, you're gonna have two of these. So these support beams are in between the actual pallet itself. You're gonna cut these out, come over here on the other side, and then I got one on this side. You can see this one right here. Okay, these are all standard size. You don't even have to measure them, it's the same size. So basically what I did was made all these planks 15.5, and I made the legs. I cut, let's see, right here 16.5. So I cut all the legs 16.5 inches. I got 4 legs here. These, I think these came off of a different pallet that didn't have the 2x4 in the middle that was, that has this cutout here. So I took these and made these out of legs. Okay, so you got 16.5 inches, 4 legs, 15. You got 16 here, right, for the legs, 16.5, and then you got 15.5 for the planks, which you're gonna sit down on. Now, once you get all that cut up, then you're gonna get 2 more pieces of wood. This is gonna be the wood that's gonna actually, let's see how long these are. These are, let's see, 10.5. So these are 10.5. All right, so you need these two, because if you go back over here to the one I made earlier this week, I put those in the middle just to keep the legs stationary so that they don't rock. We're also gonna have to make 2 end pieces here, and that's still gonna be 15.5, just like the top plank, and that's gonna go on the side. Same on the other side. And then you're just gonna stain it. Now, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all these planks, how I got them set up, and I'm gonna drive nails in all of them. So I'm gonna start off doing that first, and then we're gonna come back. Oh yeah, one other thing, when you're cutting these planks, what you want to do to make it easier on you is you want to make a stop block, which is this little crappy piece of wood here. You want to get a stop block. Take your measuring tape, go all the way to the blade, and then you're gonna move this stop block to the 15.5-inch area. Just slide it over, and then clamp it down. And then all you have to do is just slide the wood in. It'll stop right here. Of course, this is gonna be back here, but it's gonna stop here. And you just cut it, put another piece in there, cut it, put another piece in there, cut it. You don't have to keep trying to measure it and all that. Just put this little stop block here. You know, it's just an extra piece of wood. That'll help you out. And I did the legs like that. And I also did the last two pieces like that, the part that keeps the legs sturdy. So I'm gonna use this Milwaukee nail gun. I'm gonna call it a nail gun. I think it's a brad nailer. I love this thing. And I'm gonna drive all of these down. And when I finish with that, I'll come back. Alright guys, as you can see, I've already started putting the brad nails in. If you ever get a piece like this that's warped, see how it's warped? I already put 2 brad nails here. If you get a piece like that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your clamp on it, your vise, like this. Hold the piece of wood, clamp it down. See how I got that, pushing that down? Just keep pushing it down until you get it down as tight as you can get it, and then put the nails in then. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this out. See, again, on this side right here, I have another stubborn warped piece. Pull it out a little bit, put your clamp on it, hold it down, then drive the nail in. See how I got that flat? Just like that. Then put your nail in. Just wanted to show y'all that other stubborn warped piece of wood. No, it's kind of hard to see out here, but I got all the wood down. You know, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be straight. I'm gonna love it. Now what we're gonna do is flip this around, and we're gonna go ahead and put the legs on it. All right, I'll come back when I flip it over. All right, so I got everything flipped over. And here, what I'm gonna do is, I always put the legs behind the wood. I don't know why, I just do. Just looks cleaner. I got them clamped down. This time though, the last time I put the screws from the outside. This time I'm gonna put the screws on the inside. You take a walk over here. I can show you how see, I put the screws on the outside, but this time I'm going to try to put the screws on the inside. I want it to look cleaner, so let's try that out. And I'm going to show you a handy tool to have to make it easy to get in here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. Now, this is that tool that I was talking about. This is a right angle impact Milwaukee. I love this thing. You see how much room I got to work with. Now, it would be okay if I had a smaller extension, but the extension that I got is like long, and it's for these what do you call it, screws for a jig, you know, to put pocket holes. I like to use these work really well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill 2 holes, one here, one there. You can put as many as you want. You can put 4 if you want. I normally only do 2. You know, I'm 260 pounds, and if it can hold me, it can hold anybody. So I'm gonna do a pallet hole here, do a pallet hole here, and then I'm gonna put this extension on, and I'm gonna run these screws in it. Like I said, I wanted to do it from the inside this time. All right, I'll be back. I may can show you this with one hand. Let's see. See if I can get this up here. All right. Put one up there, then I want one probably about here. So I got those starter holes drilled in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this, put my extension in. I know for most of y'all know how to put an extension in, and then what you can do is just go ahead and put that in there. Just pre-install it. Put your drill on. I gotta put my knee up here just to stop it from moving. But let's see. Alright, that went through. Now, with me, my nails are 2.5 inches, or screws. You're gonna want to get 2-inch screws, okay? As you can see, mine kind of came out here on the side, but I'm gonna grind that off, so it's not gonna matter anyway. But I just wanted to show it to you. If you get 2-inch screws, and you won't have to worry about it coming out. All right, I'm gonna finish this off, and I'll be back. All right, so I got both screws in, got both legs on, and we're gonna do the other side. I put a clamp on the side here to stop it from moving too. But we're gonna go to this other side, and we're gonna do the same thing. All right guys, so I got all 4 legs on. Just kind of take a side step. All right, you can see that I got all 4 legs on, and the next thing I'm going to do is put the piece of wood between the 2 legs, right here and right here, to hold the legs straight. It'll pull the legs straight and keep them stiff. Now, I found that the easiest way to do that is to find the halfway point between the wood. I'm just gonna get measuring tape. So, let's see, 16 half. So let's see, let's do some math right quick. So we're gonna do about 8 inches. All right, we'll go measure up about 8 inches, draw a line, measure up 8 inches, draw a line, take the piece of wood and sit it between each line, and you can clamp these 2 together to hold the piece of wood there, and then just drill a screw in each side. I'll show you what I mean in a second. All right guys, so I just measured up as far as I thought I wanted it to be on both sides, evened it out, and then I centered it in the inside. That's probably not perfectly centered. I'm pretty sure you can just measure from here to there and from there, and you'll have the exact center, but I just did it by eye. I mean, you can kind of look down and tell that it's centered. It's just that this wood is crooked too, you know, like it's warped, but that's good enough for me, you know. Now I was gonna put the screws from the outside, but I changed my mind. I wanted to show you guys a tool that I have. This right here is called a Armor Auto Jig. It's for pocket holes. Basically what it'll do is it'll put the screw holes in here and then put it into the wood, so it'll be in the inside, it won't be on the outside. Why they call it an auto jig or auto pocket hole jig, basically what it does is you put the piece of wood in, center it up, and then you loosen, you take this hex nut loose, see how I got it loose, and then you pull it down So what it does is it automatically measures how thick this wood is. Then it pulls this down so that that drill won't drill but so far through this wood based off of how thick it is. Then on here on the side, it has like a little map. This map tells you which screw to use, you know, based on how thick this wood is. And it's all color coded, and you know, it tells you how long the screws is and all that. It's great. I love it. It actually has a area here where you can attach your vacuum to vacuum out the sawdust and everything. So basically all you do is you take your little Allen key and you tighten this down right here, because that's where it needs to be, right? Okay, so that's tightened. And you take it loose and you pull this out. So now this is set perfectly. It's set perfectly now. And you just drill, put this on your drill and drill all the way down. Drill all the way down until it stops at this stopping point right here. And then you'll have holes to be able to drill from the inside. I'll show you how it looks when I finish. Get you this tool. It's awesome if you like pocket jigs or pocket holes and you don't want the screws to show. It's great. Alright, so I just drilled the pocket holes in, and I'm gonna clamp it back down so you can see. See that yellow? It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can. Right here it says 3/4 right here, but then it says the yellow, right? If you can kind of see it. If you look down here, it says it right here. It's a 1.25 inches right here. So it's the yellow one. So if I lock it down, you can see right there, you see that little bit of yellow? Lock it down, see the yellow's covered. That's the one you want to use. Alright, so I got me some right here. See, 1.25 inches, and then the yellow. I'll show you how it works in a second. Let me just set up the piece of wood between the two legs. Alright, so I got my clamp on, got it in the middle. I went up 12 inches on both sides, centered it just like the other side. Now, the other side I still have to put the pocket holes in, but as you can see, the pocket holes, see them? They're already in this one. So basically, all I'm gonna do is, again, take the yellow ones, go ahead and put them in there. Like that. And then put it in there and then just drop it down. Same thing with this one. Alright, got that side down. Same thing with the other side. Put in there, in there. There. And that's it. Now I'm going to do the other side and we'll be done. Alright, now guys, I just put the pocket hole in the extra piece of wood, the stabilizing piece of wood, and I put the 2 screws in. Now, you see how far that is away from it? Just to make sure that this doesn't pop loose, I'm going to put a little glue in here, you know? You might want to put glue on all of yours before you put them in here. That'll give you a little extra, you know, just give you a little extra security and, you know, putting a little glue in here. Now you want to get like some waterproofing glue, because this is going to be outside, so you want to waterproof. It wants to be waterproof glue. But like I said, you can glue everything. Every time you're about to put something down, you can put glue on it first and then put the screws in it. That's going to make it a lot more sturdier. It's going to hold together a lot longer. I didn't do it this time, but if I build another one of these, I promise you, every time I'm going to put glue between every piece of wood before I screw it down. Like I said, I'm still learning, so you know, when I did the first one, I put all the screws on the outside. This one I put all the screws on the inside. You know, I actually sanded down this one, you know what I mean? I sanded down certain areas. You know, I put pocket hole jigs in the inside so screws wouldn't be on the outside. So you know, it's a learning process. I'm gonna go ahead and put this glue in here and put it together. Alright guys, so I just flipped everything back over and I'm finishing it up. I'm putting on that side skirt. See, I got the piece of wood here, no screws showing. Look down the side over here. I haven't done this side yet. All the screws you see are these, but it's going to be covered by this. You just butt this up and shoot brad nails in it, or whatever you want to do. After that, I take some 80 grit or some 60 grit and I sand the whole thing down, and then I put a little stain on it, and that's it, guys. I wanted y'all to see what you can do with a pallet. Alright guys, I just wanted you to see the finished product. This is the finished one. This is the first one I did. You can see the screws. See the screws in it. Screws in it. Screws on the side. Go to this one. You don't see no screws. You see like the old rusted nails that I left in it, just to give it a little, you know, throwback. Make it look a little ancient. But I sanded it all down. I routed. Used the router on the edges. See, no screws. Came out pretty good. I just wanted to show you guys the finished product. First one, second one. If I made another one, it'd probably be better than that one. I don't know. Alright guys, J.O.A.T.D and I'm out.